half of this makeup look was eyeshadow, so I thought it deserved its own video. I'm using two palettes, the Beauty Bay Smoky palette, because there's some nice blue greys, and also, the tuxedo shade in there is to die for. I use it quite a bit, and you'll see that later. And then I also used the NYX Brights palette, which I have had forever and use so often. I reach for it in pretty much every colourful eyeshadow look that I do. So here we are, starting off strong, just laying down some of that grey. And then I'm going over the top of that with the darker blue from the Brights palette. And then I'm just sort of stamping it round, building it up onto my temple. And the key to this look was to stamp the colour where I wanted it, and then to lightly blend out to give it that sort of smoky, soft look that you'd expect from a cloud. Because that's what this is. I forgot to say, didn't I? I'm doing a Raincloud makeup look. So recently I've been trying the hot glue makeup, where you create some hot glue decals and then stick them to your face. I did a silver one, which I fell in love with, and that's what made me try it a second time, experimenting with a little bit more colour. So yeah, I'm turning myself into a Raincloud today. And there we are, like I say, dusting that colour on, and very light hand. We don't want it to too much pigment to be in one place, if that makes sense. A little shout out actually as well to the e.l.f. setting spray, the blue sticky one that you're meant to use with the gripping primer. It created such a gorgeous shiny base that the eyeshadows blended onto so smoothly. It was a dream. They all did exactly what I wanted them to. That never happens, guys. Never. This is that tuxedo shade. Look at it. A gorgeous deep navy blue that just brought in the depth that I was looking for a Raincloud look. I popped it in certain places, and then where I wanted it to blend out, I took the light grey colour and buffed it out with that so that it wasn't too intense. I do think adding this tuxedo shade in is what helped it look actually more like a cloud and less like I just blobbed colour all over my entire forehead and face. I don't often have much hope in my skills as an artist, so I have an idea and then I try to execute it to the best of my ability. I do think this look is the best from head to reality I've done in a long time. Most of my looks do not end up looking anything like what I thought they would. I'm not sure whether that's a plus or not. You tell me, I suppose, if you're still listening. Anywho, moving away from my imposter syndrome, I'm still just taking those colours that I'm working with, putting them down, blending them out softly, trying to create that dreamy look, brighten it up in places. See, here we are, I'm actually taking the white shade from my smoky palette just to create some highlights in and amongst the tuxedo shade that I've placed down. And as usual, dragging that down my nose. I'm going to start doing the same as I did on the forehead under the eyes now. Bring it down into my eye bags, basically. Utilize all of that space. So I'm just starting with the inner corners, tapping it out and then lightly blending it down. I'm not being too careful about the line. I want it to be soft and sort of, diffuse out rather than end in a harsh line. And then I am taking tuxedo and I am creating a wing along the edge, but I'll be taking my fluffy brush and blending this right out so it won't stay a line. I just wanted a little bit of definition here and extend my eye, make it look a little bit larger in amongst all of this blue. I can't tell you how obsessed I am with this look. I feel like a painting. All the different tones and hues muddled together. Oh, I feel stunning. I can't explain it. I know this isn't your usual pretty makeup, but doing creative out there looks like this make me just feel absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I've taken a lighter shade just to help buff that out, and then we're going to do it to the other side as well, which, like usual, I made it too dramatic, so we had to go in and try to fix that up. Luckily, this makeup look is so forgiving, so if I did make a mistake and make something too dark, or if I wanted to lighten up and create a bit more space between two dark places, I could go and layer on top a light shade and it would diffuse and blend out quite nicely. So that was a bonus that I was not expecting. I thought I would have to fight to create definition. And I'm just laying down this gorgeous dark grey blue shimmer shade on my lids and in my inner corner. I could have used this more, I feel, but I didn't for some reason. I'm not sure why. It's not like me. I usually use a lot of shimmer in my makeup looks. And when I did that, I noticed that the sides of my nose probably should be filled in. So I took the blue colours and just dabbed different shades on the side of my nose and blended them out with the grey. And that filled in those blanks quite nicely. From here, it's just last little touches before getting into the hot glue portion, which won't be in this video, but if you go follow my YouTube, it will be in the full-length video of creating this look. Link is in the bio. Anywho, yeah, I just went round diffusing off the last little patches. In my waterline, I put some black glittery eyeliner just so the pinks weren't showing through, because I thought that ruined the effect a little bit. I popped on a little bit of mascara. I do have my lashes lifted, but they're starting to droop a little bit now, so I wanted just that extra pop. I want to get into dramatic lashes, but I can never make them work for me, so if you have any recommendations. And that's the look. Honestly, thank you for watching this, and like I said, check out my YouTube for the full video. I'll be posting that probably the day after this going up, just like to stagger my videos a little bit. I can't believe how well this turned out, and just you wait until I add those hot glue decals. You think I look like a cloud now? Ooh. Thank you so much for sticking with me, guys. I love you. Goodbye.